And hi there, we're out here on Normantown Road by the Canadian National Tracks, the Leithton subdivision, running between Naperville and Aurora, and we have a freight train coming. Thanks for watching. And here comes that southbound freight on the Canadian National through the Wolf's Crossing Railroad crossing right along Normantown Road. There we go, nothing but hoppers there. Train full of hoppers, no DPU. Headed south toward, I believe their ultimate destination is Joliet. They'll be going through Plainfield here shortly. And we'll stand by for the next train. It's windy and cold out here on this January day in Chicagoland. We do have the scanner beeping telling us another head of train device is getting a little bit closer. Heard some radio traffic about getting a second train through, so we're standing by for that second train. Northbound signal still red. I don't know if it's another southbound train. I was gonna maybe thinking about setting up the drone to see if we could see, but it's a little bit windy. We'll check that out and see how it works. And you take a look at our southbound view from our eye on the sky. Nothing coming from that direction. Of course, the northbound signal is still red. And we'll take a look at our view to the north. We don't see anything there either, but we do hear that head of train device, so we feel like something's getting closer. We'll update you when we find it. Well, as you can see there, the light for the northbound traffic has changed green, the signal, and we look back to the south and we still don't see a train coming, but off to your left there you do have a fantastic shot of the Vermont Pioneer Cemetery. It's part of the Will County Forest Preserve now, but it's a really cool place to visit. A lot of the early settlers of this area of South Naperville, Aurora, were buried there. And finally, taking advantage of that green northbound signal, here comes our second sea and freight train heading north on the Leithton subdivision, former EJ&E Railway, west end of Naperville along Normantown Road. Looks like a stacked container train, one locomotive in the front. Here comes our mid-train DPU. There we go. So I mentioned earlier the Vermont Cemetery Forest Preserve, part of the Will County Forest Preserve District, right here in the south end of Naperville next to the Canadian National Tracks. And this is a really cool place. I just went over and read some of the history of the place, and I'm going to share some of that with you. If you're ever out railroading and want to come and take a look at a pioneer cemetery, this is a really neat one to see. There's a map kind of showing you exactly where we are. West of Route 59, south of Wolf's Crossing, north of 111th Street, west of 248th Avenue as well. And we're in Wheatland Township, and it was settled by people from Vermont. And it says this historic pioneer cemetery is protected protected one of the highest quality prairie remnants in the state from plowing and loss of topsoil. It was set aside by the first landowner in the early 1840s prior to farming the land. There's gravestones from the 1850s with the last known burial in 1911, and then it was neglected and picked up, it looks like, in 1961 to be restored. So kind of a really cool place. There's a couple of the headstones that can still be read here. The Book family, obviously we've heard of Book Road if you live in the Naperville area. Also the Grabe headstone. It says many of them were worn away by time because of they being made of sandstone, but there's a handful of them that were made of marble and still readable today. So I'm going to take you down the pathway here in the Forest Preserve, give you a closer look at this historic plot of land. You can see the black fencing in the background. That's the actual burial ground for all the folks that we can thank for settling this area of Chicagoland. Coming up on the entrance here, and you can see in the background there the relationship to the railroad track, the proximity to the cemetery here. And here we go. Obviously you can't get into the preserved prairie at this point, but you can see a couple of grave markers sticking up over the fence here. One in particular there. Native prairie land, the way Illinois was before it was settled. Alright folks, we are going to call it a day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the trains. If you did and you enjoy these videos, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, positive or negative, I don't care. Give me your input. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.